Along with mapping out policies for your online course, you want to also map out the course itself. For face-to-face classes, there's often a little bit of wiggle room. We plan out our class maybe a few weeks ahead at a time instead of, completely planning it out from beginning to end. In fact, in recent years, I've done that more and more with my face-to-face class where I just plan it in short increments because whenever I plan for too long a period, there's a cyber attack or a hurricane or something like that. Now, with online courses, you do really have to plan from beginning to end. So that's something that you want to start thinking about before you do any creation on my courses. Before you start adding materials, figure out what the course map is going to look like, what you're going to want to do each week, and map that out. And I usually just do that on a piece of paper. It's a rather low-tech thing. So once you do that, you're going to want to reflect that organization in your My Courses classroom. And uh, in the training manual, what we've done is we're assuming that there are going to be weekly units because that's what a lot of people use. Each week you have a set number of assignments that need to be completed, and then the next week you move on to another set that builds on the previous set. So what I show during this section is how to set up these modules. And if you look, this is an example of a sandbox course that I have where I can just experiment around with things. And you can see that what is listed on the left are all of the different sections. And right now they're listed as topic 1, topic 2, etc. Now, that's not very user-friendly for our students. So what I want to do is I want to change the names of those so that for each week a student can go and recognize which week they're in, go there and find all of their information and assignments. So I'm going to start off, I'm going to click on topic 1 and I will be taken to the topic 1 page. And then I can edit that page. So I click on topic 1 here and it takes me to the topic 1 page. After this, there are a number of things that I see. It's listed as untitled topic. There's a description box, and then there are these two boxes that we'll talk about a little bit later. For now, what I want to do is I want to hit this edit section link. And what's going to happen with this is I'll be able to make changes to this, including changing the name of this section. So what I do is I click on that and then I put week 9 because I'm assuming that it'll be week 9 that we begin. And then you would add a description of the course. This is a good place to describe, to list the assignments for the week and to explain what students need to do, remind them of deadlines, all of this kind of thing. This is where this is going to be the central set of instructions very often for people. Once you've typed that information in, you then click Save Changes, and it'll save your changes. Now, keep in mind, if you've made a mistake, if you want to change something again, you can go back and you can do that as many times as you want. So this is not a life or death. You click this and you're permanently locked in. You can change that as much as you want. Once I've done this, when I go back to my main class page, instead of topic 1, it says week 9. So that is basically how you do this. And what I do is I go through each of these topics and I change them to, I change the name to the appropriate week. and I add in the descriptions. And this makes it easy for students to access. A lot of times, instead of just putting week 9, I'll also put the dates of that week. So I'll put something like week 9, and then in parentheses, I'll put 316 through 320 to indicate that indicate the dates of that week. This is a good way of helping students to not get lost in the course.